Welcome back, you guys, to another episode of Sauced in the City Singles Match Game, where we match up some of our funny friends and some other people and see if we can't make a match at the end of the show. So I want you guys to join in as we discover in our world of online dating if we can shake things up, because I don't think things should be the same. If you guys want to join us over on Roku, simply access your Roku device or a friend that has one and download the UBSN TV app. There you go, right there. That is what it will look like. And once you get to this place in life, go ahead and look up Sauced in the City. It's in the logo, y'all. I am so glad that you guys have joined us because it's only 3 simple steps. See, I always make sure y'all know where y'all can find us. Comedy and my Cupid co-pilot, Lisa Wood, is in the house. How you doing, beautiful?
So what? I am the co-Cupid here. You can also call me Lisa D. We're here to help some people find love. Yeah, love. We're gonna help them get matched up with somebody. Me and Brenda Brown gonna get some people hitched up. Yes, we are. Woo-hoo! Isn't that right, Brenda?
I see we got pom-poms this time.
Yes. Woo!
Okay, you are looking great, and I am so glad that you are here because it's going to be a great show. It looks great. We have our couple from last week. We have Bachelorette number 1 in the house. I think I heard Bachelorette number 2 come in, but we'll see as the show goes on. That's the beauty of these shows. But I want you to tell the people today, tomorrow, and beyond, Lisa Wood, a little bit about what it is that we've come here today to do.
Oh, it is my pleasure, Brenda. What we do here on the single match game is we help people find a match. That's what we do here. So we have a bachelorette or bachelor who has a choice between 3 contestants, and they get to question and answer and play games together, and then they get to choose which one they want. And guess what? We have a surprise that they could choose too if they don't want one of the 3 contestants we have, so they can be shady or they can play. That's right on the stuff, because they don't have to take any of the contestants. They can go for the surprise, and that's what we do here. We help people find love. Isn't that right, Brenda Brown?
Oh my God, I couldn't have explained it better. I love the fans. Shade and slay. This is going to be a really, really cool episode. So, you know what? We have the couple from last week. Well, I like to refrain from saying couple. I like to say match. We have last week's match in the house, and they look so excited about, what they did last week. I thought, y'all need to come by and tell the studio audience today, tomorrow, and beyond a little bit about what happened. So are you ready to help me welcome in
bring them on.
Bachelor from last week? Woo! Hi, Stefan. How you doing?
Hello.
He's glowing.
I know. He's all, yes, ear to ear. I've never seen him smile so much. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Oh my God. I think, yes, definitely a slay moment.
Yes. I can tell by the look on his face. He's happy. Look at him all giggling. Look at him all giggling.
And I think we should bring to the screen the thing that makes him all giggly. Welcome to the screen. Content, how are you doing, beautiful?
I am well. How are you?
I am doing fabulous, fantastic. I'm all on top of the world, and I cannot wait to hear how this went. So, because he was the bachelor, I am going to leave it up to him to see who goes first in giving us their side of you guys' 7-day online dating spree. Who gets to go first, Stefan?
She can go first.
All right, Content.
Okay. We talked every day. There were some challenges with time zones because he's usually sleeping when I get off work, but we made time to talk. We was like, he made me call him at like 2 or 3 in the morning. And I was like, he said, call me when you get off. I said, you do know it's gonna be like 3 in the morning. He said, I just want to make sure you're safe. I said, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Okay. That was a king move. That was like, yeah, that score one for the bachelor over there. Okay. Let's get a little bit from the bachelor. Tell us, how did it go for you?
It went great. We talked and we had some real in-depth conversation, and it went really good.
It went really good. I know. Okay.
Very content with content.
Yes. Haha. Boom,
that
boom,
way.
ching. You see what you did there? Okay. Okay. How about what was the best part for you, Stefan?
Just talking to her, we had some nice conversations on the phone, and that was the best part. And did the hour phone call, and she was driving to work while we were doing that, and just looking at her was great.
Oh, Content, tell us, what was the best part for you?
The best part was he made sure he contacted me every day. He is expressing interest. Like, I have no doubt that he's interested in me. So I guess that is the best part of it, because everybody wants to know that they're wanted, right? That's the whole key to being in a relationship. So.
Oh, this is going to be really, really good. Slay on the answers, you guys. Like, my favorite part was watching you guys develop through this process that I literally made up the day that Bob Reindage, shout out to Bob, said you should have a dating show. I said, really? You think so? And I hung up the phone. And then this one right here was the very next person who told me that it should be. So Lisa Wood, tell me, what do you think of this match?
I think this match totally slays. He's very happy with her. She's very happy with him. And you know what? They did the process. When you follow the process, it does work. Proof shown. It works. Follow the process, and you too can have a very happy outcome from our single match.
Woo! Slayed the answer she did. Slayed the answer she did. So Content, give me 3 things that you learned about Stefan this week.
I learned that he has selective hearing, and I had to bring that to his attention.
Oh,
Okay.
And I learned that he is very kind in the fact that he made himself some stuffing, some stove top stuffing in the box and stuff, and a baked potato and some pork chops, and he was gonna fly on the plane to bring me some of that. I said, listen, sir, listen here. I don't need you to go through all that trouble to bring me some stove top stuffing, okay? But he is sweet, and it was a kind gesture, and I appreciate it.
That's two. You got one more.
And I like it. I learned that he likes to smile a lot. He's a nice guy. I learned that he's a very nice guy.
Oh, I like it. All right, Stefan. Give us three things that you learned about your contestant last week.
All right. She's very to the point, and I like that. She says what's on her mind, and I love that. And she's a flight attendant. I love that. I always had crushes for flight attendants. And
One more.
One more, come on.
I can't think of no third thing. It was
You can't look at her face and give a third thing. You can't look at her picture and say a third thing.
Pose, and she's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Oh geez. I was about to jump through the screen like, oh my dear Jesus, can we get it in? Lisa Wood in for the save. In for the save.
That's right. But hey, so before we
Yes,
off,
she's very beautiful. I can't stop. I keep looking at her on Facebook when I'm at work. I keep looking at her.
she is gorgeous. Hey,
Oh, thank you.
before we send you two off to virtual Loveland, you got time to play a game?
Sure.
I love when they say yes to game time. Girl, you know, it's one of my favorite things. So I always gotta pick a really good one, right? You never can waste the opportunity to play a good game with someone. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm going up and down in my Rolodex to find a good game for you guys. And I think we're going to go with The Kitchen is Open because I love testing out your guys' culinary thought process when it comes to the things I like to put in my kitchen. All right, you guys, try it or trash it. It is beans and hard-boiled eggs. What do you think, Stefan? Trying it or trashing it?
Yeah, that's right. I like eggs and I like baked beans, so it's all gonna mix anyway. So it doesn't matter.
Hey,
I like
see,
it.
that's what I am talking about. Somebody who is willing to take one for the team. All right, contestant, are we contestant content? Say that like 10 times. Anyway, are you on the try it or are you on the trash it bus?
I will just be hungry that day. Sister doesn't sound very appetizing, but I do believe him. He will try it because he told me that if I made something he didn't like, he'd eat it anyway and told me he liked it. I said,
he would have did that for you? Oh,
yes.
Man.
That's terrible.
That's, I mean, is it terrible?
It is, because guess what's going to happen? I'm going to make the same nasty shit again, and he's going to have to suffer through it.
Oh, no. Bachelor, I can tell you this. I think you better speak up in case you don't like something, because other than that, you're probably going to get something like this. What do you think? Chicken wing flavored ice cream.
Hell
What
no.
do you come on?
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. No. No.
Come on. Come on, that's a good one. Look, right there.
No.
Come on.
No.
Ah, okay,
Unless,
Content. Come on.
unless Content made it, I'll eat it.
Oh, he willing to take one for the team. Content, you
Yeah.
down with the chicken wing flavor ice cream? It rhymes.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh no! Oh no! All right. Co-Cupid.
I guess
I
he's
think.
going to be farty and gassy with the eggs and the beans.
Hey, at least I got one customer. So we want to thank you guys so much for coming by and sharing your dating experience with us and the people who tune in and watch you over on Roku, UBS, and TV, y'all. And I think Stefan, the Bachelor, has one last question to ask you, Content. Are you ready?
Yes.
I can't hear you. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Woo! All right, Bachelor. Your last question to Content is?
Will you join me?
What? I don't know what to say.
I just have
Will you join me in Vegas?
I can try.
time on that. Maybe I might. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll join you in Vegas.
Oh my God. Very direct and to the point. Well, I want to thank you guys for swinging by and having a little fun with us. And if you guys want to stay for the rest of the show and help the two bachelorettes in the house, pick a mate, and hopefully they do as good as you guys did. You are more than welcome to stay. All right, Co-Cupid in the house. It is time for us to bring up our Bachelorette number one. Are you ready?
I am ready. This show is going to be busy because not only do we have one, but we have two. Yes.
Da, 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 da. All right, Bachelorette number one. Unmic yourself and tell us a little bit about you. Just a little bit. First impressions.
Hi, everybody. I got a lot of background sound from somebody. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear me?
I hear you. Go on.
Awesome. Hi, I am I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an actress. I am fun, and I think I'm 21. So I think I could land a rappers group because I think I just rhymed.
I love it. I love it. Well, welcome to the show. And this show is all about you and finding maybe a match by the end of the episode. Are you down to play some games?
Of course. This type of game sounds fun.
Okay. Are you down to meet some new people?
Definitely. Always down for meeting new people. Yes, definitely.
And are you down for what it may turn out to be love or at least a whole lot of funny?
I like them both. If I could get both, that'd be great.
Oh man, then you're gonna love this show. So thank you so much for joining us and allowing us to get to know you. And this is where we are going to ask some questions of the Bachelorette and her contestants. And we are going to see what answers we get out of who in this segment of Getting to Know You. This is one of my favorites because this is such a great picture of these gentlemen. I want to know if you were going to go on your first date to one of their concerts, which one would it be and why? Bachelorette number one.
Who are those guys? Who
There,
are those?
you have Eddie Griffin. You
You
have
have Eddie Griffin, you have D.L. Hewley, and you have um, Cedric the Entertainer and George Lopez.
I couldn't even see that. George Lopez didn't look like George Lopez, but I've always wanted to meet him. Sounds cool. I think I would go only because I know his name and I know of his shows and his movies. And since I'm into acting, I would love to meet him and I would love
Oh,
to go to his show. Yes.
I love it. All right. Contestant number one, how about you? You get to go on your first date to one of these gentlemen's shows. Which one are you going to and why?
Actually, I've seen D.L. Hughley before, so that takes out one. I would probably choose Eddie Griffin because I've never seen him live, but I like the way he mixes wisdom and knowledge and with humor. So it's kind of like almost a little bit satire without being that, but makes you think as well.
Gotcha. Okay. How about you, contestant number two? Where are you going on your first date?
Well, I've actually seen D.L. Hughley, George Lopez, and Eddie Griffin all live, so I would have to take Cedric the Entertainer. I've never seen him live before.
I love it. Okay. Ooh, I'm loving these answers. All right, Code Cupid, where are you going on your first date?
I like Eddie. I like Eddie Griffin. He's funny. He's somebody that makes me laugh so hard that I gotta cross my legs because it's like, oh my goodness. Eddie Griffin. That's what I do. Mhm.
Oh, I know. And look how sharp he look. Look how sharp he look.
He
I
already made me
know. I love the red. Okay. How about you, Content? Which one of these gentlemen are you going to see on that first date?
Eddie Griffin.
Man, Eddie Griffin for the win. Yeah, he's a funny one. He is a funny one. We're going to have to just do this a certain way. All right, surprise guest number one. Which one of these funny folks would you be going to see on your first date?
I think I would want to see Cedric the Entertainer.
Ooh, Cedric the Entertainer. Ooh, that's a different choice. Give me some more on that. Cedric, why?
Because as one of the original kings of comedy, Cedric's always been funny. He's always been likable, and he's always just had a real a humbling sense about himself. So I really enjoy his comedy, and he just seems like that's a brother you could sit on the porch with and have some scotch and tell some jokes.
Oh, I like it. All right, Co-Cupid. All three of our contestants, just by sound alone, give us some of your first impressions of these three.
Don't get me wrong. The first two, 1 and 2, they gave good answers, but that surprise, he had a little bass to his voice. That surprise coming out. Yeah, I want to go there too. I want to go there too. Yes, what surprise. Wow, yes.
Okay. We're going to have to, all right, Bachelorette number one. What did you think about the contestant and the surprises answers?
Well, they seem to be very familiar with these comedians. And I think after, I'm not going to pick just a red suit because red is my favorite color. I think I'm curious to hear what Eddie Griffin has to do on stage or can do on stage and Cedric. So I think everybody had good choices. I would like to learn more about these people. Maybe they can help me out a little bit.
I love it. Speaking of helping you out, name one thing you can't live without.
Music.
Music?
I love
Okay.
music. Music makes me feel good.
Oh man, it makes me feel good too. I love to be in my car and go riding, just hanging out, coasting by myself. All right, okay, I like your answer. Let's see what your contestants have to say. All right, contestant number one, name one thing you can't live without.
I'm with the two of you on that one. If it's a material thing, yeah, definitely music. Gotta have
Wow.
tunes going in all situations, pretty much.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, contestant number two, name one thing you can't live without.
For me, it's comedy. If you ain't laughing, you ain't living.
I like that.
Ooh, I love it. Ooh, y'all making me have chills. All right, content. Name one thing you can't live without.
Well, I wake up every morning. I turn my music on, so I have to agree with the Bachelorette. Music soothes my soul. I clean my house to it. I wake up to it. I drive to work to it. I gotta get in. I gotta get ready for work. So my music puts me ready for the work.
Yes.
I love it. All right, surprise number two. Name one thing you can't live without.
Oh, it had to be my car. Got to get around, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Got to have the wheels going. Got to have the wheels going. All right, Lisa Wood. Name one thing you can't live without.
Oh, my God. Okay.
The worm. You can't.
Yeah.
What am I going to do
Oh, yeah.
with you? What Jesus. Oh my dear Jesus. What am I going to do with you? This is too funny. Okay. We're gonna start from here and just try to stay on the air. Contestant number one, give us a little bit more about you.
Well, I'm an actor for about going on 15 years now. Comic book writer, comic book artist, write a little poetry, all the fun, creative stuff. Like to shoot pool. I'm a father. Do a little security on the side, so to stay busy.
Okay, I'm digging it. How about you, contestant number two? Give us a little bit more about you.
Well, like I said, I'm a comedian. I've been doing it for about 8 years. I'm also a DJ. I do mainly like karaoke shows. You know, a father of three, two boys and a girl. Two of my kids are grown. One thinks he's grown and needs to get upside his head sometimes. But other than that, I love to live, laugh, have fun.
I love it. All right, surprise number two, a little bit more about you. And go.
Oh, yeah. And I just love to go out, have a good
Unmute yourself.
You muted back.
Okay, I got the point that he likes to go out and have fun. So surprise number two. Okay, are you back? Surprise number two, you got it? Surprise number two. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
moving on. Moving on.
Good
Moving on.
night.
Moving on. Moving on. We'll come back for him. We'll come
Yeah.
back for him.
No, I'm here.
Yeah. We'll come back to you. All right, Bachelorette number one. Tell us a little bit more about you.
Okay. I went to Catholic school, but now I don't go to church anymore. I pray on my own, and I believe that I am blessed, and that's why I'm such a happy-go-lucky person. And I believe in following the 10 Commandments, and I will live well, and comfortable. I am messy when I want to be because I work so hard, but then when I get into getting things together, forget it. I'm like head on. Um, what else? I can't sleep with daylight, and I like to sleep naked in the summer, and in the winter, I like to wear my onesie. So.
Oh, I love onesies. I wear those even in the summertime. My bill is out of this world, I tell you. Well, Bachelorette number one, it has come to the part of the show where you now get to take over with the 3 questions that I asked you to prepare. Are you ready to ask your contestant and some of your surprises, depending on who's in the studio, these 3 questions? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, contestant number one is in the house, and go ahead and ask him your question.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get my pen because I want to write down the answers. I want to write down the answers they're giving me.
You gotta be prepared.
Yes, I'm very prepared. The things I do,
Oh,
yes.
oh,
Okay.
geez.
So my first question, I sent them to you, Brenda, and I forgot them. Okay, my first question would be, how much does family mean to you, and how close are you to your family, and why, and especially your mother?
Well, that's like 12 questions. Okay. Family is
That's
very
all
close.
in one. That's all one. It has to do with family and
No,
how
no
you get
problem.
along with your family.
I'm joking. I'm joking. It's fine. Very close to family, especially immediate family. Close to my mother. Family means a lot to me just because, in general, if no one else has your back, especially close family, they should have your back. But it's a give and receive thing. You can't just take. So we balance each other out. If no one else is going to call you on your BS, your close family should also be the ones to do that as well. And with no worry about consequence and all that. We're grown, we deal with it. So, but yeah, my kids, of course, because I raised them, I look out for them. But talking about family as a whole, family is very intrinsic to me, to how I live. And I talk to somebody, I won't say daily, but I talk to somebody in the family, whether it's my mother, my siblings, whatever, regularly.
Okay.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that was a really good first question. It was a long question, but it was a good question. But before we go to the next question, I just ran straight past this part. I want to bring to the screen our Bachelorette number one. Hi, Bachelorette number one.
Go ahead and turn on your camera, ma'am. Woo!
Hey, gorgeous. Okay. Now this is going to go a whole lot better, Co-Cupid. All right. Question number 2 for contestant number 1, Bachelorette.
If you would have came into receiving $100,000, what would you do with it?
$100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm still working, but that's not enough to retire off of. But with me being a filmmaker too, after I take care of course, putting some money aside, investing in my own businesses and family and stuff like that, then it's working out the best film that I think is possible, with the best quality I can to work towards building towards the future. But Of course, although I'm kind of like you, I don't actively go to church, but I do still believe in giving back. So, I do 10%, whether it's to a charity or to a church I believe is really doing well, something like that. Of course, look out for my mother, my siblings, my kids. But in the long run, I'm going to try to portion it where everybody's taken care of. But I'm still working towards my dreams of building my legacy.
Okay. All right. Question number 3, Bachelorette.
What do you do for work, and are you happy doing it?
Well, right now, I'm working on getting another regular job, but I also do security. So I've been doing security for about 25 years. So I'm happy doing it, but it's not my long-term goal, even though it's been a long-term career. So my goal is to actually succeed in creative endeavors, like I said, acting, writing, everything else. But yeah, I'm happy doing what I do. I get to meet people, learn stuff. I've built good relationships with quite a few people from that.
Okay. Thank you for your answers to all 3 questions. Next up is contestant number 2. Same questions to contestant number 2, Diana.
Okay. Contestant number 2, I'm going to give you the straightforward question for number 1. What is your relationship like with your family, especially your mother?
So is one of the most important things to me in the world, especially my kids and my mom. My mom's been kind of like my diehard fan, going all the way back. She supported me in everything that I've done. So I got to show love and support to her. And then my kids are the ones that keep me driven. I gotta, everything I do is for them. Uh, Now, as far as the extended family goes, I believe there's family you're related to by blood, but there's also family you choose. So, there's some families that I've chosen that are not blood family. So that's my answer to that.
Okay. Question number 2, Bachelorette.
If you were to receive $100,000, what would you do with it?
I think contestant number 2.
I'm still here.
Okay. Go ahead.
My headphones went out. Sorry about that.
Continue on.
Question number 2. If you were to receive $100,000, what would you do with it?
The first thing I would do is pay for my daughter's tuition to whatever school she chose. She's just going into college, so that would be the first thing I would do. The next, I would invest into my businesses, into my mostly into my comedy, probably travel, go on tour, and just book as many shows as I could.
Okay. I'm digging it. And question number 3, Bachelorette.
Question number 3. What would you do? What do you do for work, and are you happy doing it?
Well, I am a full-time comedian. I do shows 7 days a week almost. So I'm very happy doing it. It's my passion. I at one point in my life decided, life's too short to be doing something that you're not passionate about. So I found what I was passionate about, and I dug my heels in, and I've been doing it ever since. And I love it.
Okay. Question number 3, Bachelorette.
That was question number 2.
Oh, that was number 3? Okay, see, I lost count because people are bouncing around the screen and I'm like, oh, dear Jesus, Hoshaphat. All right, how about surprise number 2? Same 3 questions. Go ahead, Bachelorette.
What is your relationship like with your family, especially your mother?
Surprise number 2.
To me, family is is everything. Yeah, to me, family is everything. I'm real close to my family, especially my kids and my grandkids, um, and my sister. And yeah, family's everything.
Family is everything. Okay. I definitely like that. All right, Bachelorette number one. You have some really cool choices in the house. And we do something around here called first impressions. And I usually leave that to my co Cupid to give me, from your first impression, which contestant or surprise do you think she's going to pick?
I was leaning toward the surprise at first, but you know what? I think she should go with number two.
Ooh, okay. I think she's going to go for number one. But I always have to be different from you. Can I get a drum roll and let's see who our bachelorette chose? All right, Bachelorette number one, give us some thoughts on each one of the answers that you heard from each of your contestants and surprises, and then tell us who you choose.
Okay. I'm gonna mix it around only because when I tell you whatever I wrote and how I feel about it, you're gonna know who I might choose. So for contestant number two, I like that he said, of course, that uh, it's important to have comedy in your life, to have laughter in your life. So that was good, which is true. Laughter makes the heart beat faster, and that's what we need to survive. Um, he says that with the money he would take and send his child to college. Well, the $100,000 is going to go right out the window. Then you may not have money left over for a business or a comedy store because college is so expensive. Um, I have my own opinion about college. Unless you really need it, I suggest children go to trade school so they can make more money quicker instead of giving the money to college. So, and you said you're passionate about comedy, and that's what you're doing, and it's great, and it's good to hear that you're doing something you enjoy doing. So that's a good thing. Um, so that means you'll do what you got to do, and then possibly come home and be happy. And a happy man coming home, it's a good feeling for the female.
Heck yeah.
So, and let me see. Surprise number two. We didn't really get to finish the questions with surprise number two because it says I just asked one question and you skipped the other two.
Oh, because he disappeared. Okay, surprise number two. She still has more questions for you. So he said to skip over him. So go ahead,
Okay.
Bachelorette.
All right. So number one, um, the magic word for me on the first question or the answer was he talks to mom on a regular, which I like. I just hope he's not a mama's boy, but speaking to mom on a regular is good, especially if they're up there in age. Um, him and I seem to have a lot in common when it comes to what he enjoys doing or is doing, and the security job. I guess I'm okay with it if he's gonna come home safe.
Girl, you know he got handcuffs.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And I want to add that he has a nice voice. So.
Oh, okay. Very cool. We wanted to make sure that we got you to surprise number two to finish your questions. So surprise number 2 is here. So go ahead and finish your questions. I want to make sure that we get it all in.
Surprise number 2. If you were to get $100,000, what would you do with it?
Basically, help out my kids in whatever they need. Um, Also, I would donate money to some charity that I normally give to, which is the Boys and Girls Club, because they was a major part of my life growing up.
Okay, very cool. All right, Bachelorette. Was
And
there?
the third question, yeah, the third question is, what do you do for a living, and do you enjoy doing it?
Uh, I'm a I'm a purchase planner for the Navy shipyard, and
Yeah, and he's done.
Okay, so, okay.
Well, all the rest good answers. But now that you've gotten a chance to talk it out and fill in the blanks where there were some, go ahead and tell us which contestant or surprise you will pick and why. And time.
I think I've chosen one based on only the answers. They were all good answers because everybody's different. But I think I think I'm gonna do what Cupid did. She went with the voice thing and the mommy thing and you know what to do with the $100,000. I think I choose number 1.
Oh, number 1 in the house. Congratulations, number 1. You have been chosen by our Bachelorette number 1. Now, here comes the fun part. On the count of 3, contestant number 1, I want you to come to the screen and meet your lady love. On this episode, we're going to keep everybody else a secret. I think we're going to keep these ones a secret because I'm like, contestant number 1, because we have Bachelorette number 2 coming up, so I can't show her everything. So contestant number 1, 3, 2, 1. Turn on your screen. Hey, tell her about you.
Well, she's asked me the questions already. So, like I said, I'm an actor. My name is Ken. I'm in Florida, Tampa, Florida. And you said you're an actress. So I've been acting like that 15 years, roughly. So I've done a little bit of everything from producing, writing, extra, lead, all the fun stuff. So I just have fun pursuing my goals and being the best me I can every day.
All right. I am digging the strategy. All right, Bachelorette number 1. This is Ken. You forgot to tell her your name. This is Ken Anthony II, and he is a longtime friend of mine out there killing it in the acting game. He's like literally on the set of 30 or 40 different movies in a week. I think he's way too modest. He's a hard worker at it, and I love to see him go. Now, contestant number 1, Bachelorette number 1, has selected you. But on our show, you get to decide, do you want to accept the date or do you want to slide back into my DMs? Your choice.
Definitely want to accept the date. Seems like it'll be interesting getting to know her better and see where it goes.
Okay, I love it. Yeah, we have a match. Na 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 na.
It's just 7 days. 7 days virtual dating. You're gonna be fine. 7 days. Woo!
7 whole days.
I knew it was coming.
And just a word from you. I think this is good because you both are creatives. And Diana, if there's anyone who can keep up with your schedule, I think he can. I think you you guys will bump into the fates of online dating. So here is what you must do. Round number 1, you must, Diana, purchase for your funny fella a gift under $15. And this gift must represent you, but be something that he can use. Step number 2, oh, wait, back it up. It must be non-transactional. No addresses, no phone numbers, no personal information until we meet back up here again next week at least. So give me 7 days. 7 days. So it must be non-transactional gift. If you need some help, Diana, in figuring something out and you want to send something to your funny fella, you can check in with me and our qualified vendors, and I'll be able to ship something to him that I am sure he will love. Step number 2 is you guys will be responsible for going on an online date, and that is any virtual event that you two can attend together. Step number 3, Bachelorette, you must reach out for a 1-hour video on messenger call. You must slide into his DMs and get a whole hour conversation rolling. Are you down?
Is that a conversation, like not a text, right?
Nope, not a text, not a phone call. Videos on. I can see your eyeballs. You can see my eyeballs.
I like
and
that
then you
better.
guys will report back here next Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and tell us how the 7 days of online dating went. Are you guys down to clown for a weekly round and maybe find love at the same time?
Most definitely, yeah.
Awesome! We love it. Thank you so much for stepping up to the plate and allowing us to be a part of this journey, because we want to shake up the online dating world. We feel that people should be able to be nice to other people for 7 days. And you never know, at the end of 7 days, something just may happen.
Yeah, 7 days.
Because I want you guys all to come to Las Vegas, June 24th this year for my birthday, because I have some other games set up for y'all to play. I'm just saying. So what we want to do is we want to say thank you guys so much. We can't wait to see how much further this goes. And we want to get some words from last week's contestant who's been watching from the audience. Content, how do you think this match will go?
I think they will. I think and they will get along good. And I wish them the best. Like, if nothing else happens, you gain a friend in the world, and we all need friends.
Absolutely. I love having a friend. And what do we say, Lisa? What do we say?
It's just 7 days. 7 days. This is 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, 7. 7 days. 7 days. That is 7.
Siete.
Oh,
You gave up
my
on 7, like on 7.
It is only 7 days. And even Attila the Hun could be nice for 7 days. And with that being said, you guys, I am going to be checking in on you throughout the week and seeing how it's all moving along. And if I'm right, we're just going to have a whole lot of fun in Las Vegas, Nevada. If I'm wrong, we're still going to have fun in Las Vegas, Nevada, because it's my birthday. And hey, I don't know everything, but I know good people when I see them. So I want to thank you guys for coming out. I want to thank the contestants. I want to thank last week's couple. And I want to thank Bachelorette number 2, who came in a little bit like halfway through the show, but I was like, I need to make at least one match. So I want to bring her to the screen because her camera, Bachelorette number 2, welcome to the screen. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I am doing well. So you've seen all the shenanigans in the background and you've heard all of the answers to everyone in the studio. So I'm going to give you the option of contestant number 2 or surprise number 2. And surprise guest number 1. Or you can jump back in the pool and come back next week and do kind of like a mixed episode so that our cast will be on time and in the studio. I thought I had 3, but you know how things go the later it gets.
Wow, that's a different one. I'm gonna go ahead and be out that box. I'll go with surprise number 2.
Surprise number 2. Oh man, that's the way to play. Last minute in the back alley. All right, surprise number 2. Go ahead and unmute yourself and bring yourself to the camera and say hello.
Hello.
Woo! Tell us your name and a little bit about you.
Michael, retired Navy, actor, model, all around good guy. Just love to have fun. Father, grandfather. Yeah.
Aww. Okay, Bachelorette number 2. Sometimes you just gotta go for it and score for you. Shout out to our surprise number 2. He forgot to tell you his name. It is Michael Embry. Michael, meet our Bachelorette number 2. Drum roll, please. Comedian Angie is in the house. Oh my gosh, we are all out of time, but this is going to be the cliffhanger of the century, Lisa Wood. Everybody's going to have to come back next week and tune in to see what happened and what went down.
7 days. 7 days.
7 days.